I'm a lover boy.
Alright, now we're recording audio.
Oh. Clapper to clap.
Welcome to Gaming Pop.
Gaming Pop, episode 30, motherfucker.
You didn't uno, dos, or trace that.
Uno, dos, tres.
I'll let you get away with that the first time.
Pop.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize that.
Wait,
Welcome to Gaming Pop.
that was pretty crazy, yeah, huh?
Welcome to
That
Gaming
didn't
Pop, you
feel
guys.
right.
We're here to, we'll pop off for the 30th time, apparently.
It's the 30th episode, man.
30th episode of Gaming Pop. We wanted to talk to
Hey.
you. We wanted to come in a little bit serious today. We want to talk to you about the new Brent Faiyaz album. And a little bit of our joys and a little bit of our disappointments.
Are you toxic? Are you a toxic king? Are you a toxic queen?
Maybe?
Yeah?
We were going to follow up with some
If so.
video game news, maybe some Ubisoft stuff, and
Yeah.
wrap it all up in a nice bow of The Boys.
And The Boys season 3 finale. Yeah.
So if you're with it, stick along. Otherwise,
Have some fun.
chug along.
Episode 30, motherfucker.
So what we're talking about, what was our first thing again?
Brent.
Brent Faiyaz.
We're
The
hopping in this
Faiyaz
Brent.
album.
Let's go.
So the Brent Faiyaz album, in my personal
Wasteland.
musical professional opinion, it's very fun. Very cool album. I'm going to tell you the truth. A little disappointed though. A little upset with
Why so?
I think I mentioned it to you off camera a few times now, but definitely a little upset with dropping the singles on the album. And you explained it to me, which is a very good point. I didn't realize that you do that so that way you can get money off of the singles that you dropped throughout 6 years almost, it feels like.
Oh my god. Oh, extravagant ass. But they are old. That fucking Drake,
saying.
that Drake and Brent,
Wasting
bro.
Time?
Wasting Time. I think that dropped like last summer, bro.
Wasting
That
Time.
is an old ass song.
That's like that's the song that every girl you meet, you're like, let me just send this to you right off rip.
It's not even that good, to be honest.
It's not a good song. It's a very boring song, but some people seem to take it to heart.
When I heard that Drake and Brent were making a song together, I was like, oh my god, this is about to be crazy. And then I heard it and I was just like, this is what you guys chose to do. There's some things where I just think about artists and the choices they make. I'm like, what the fuck? Were one of you guys bored? Like, was one of you not into it? Because why is this the end product that we got? Which is so funny. We're talking about that specific song because it came out a year ago. Mm-hmm. But yeah, not a good song.
Why didn't you like that one?
It's just the beat. I mean, Brent Faiyaz is an R&B guy, and there's another song on that album that kind of reflects to. Gravity's a good song. Gravity's.
What my thing is with Brent Faiyaz is I feel like he's a little too slow paced sometimes. So I can see how you wouldn't like that.
It's Role Model. I don't like this one. Just real quick so you can hear it. Like, it's like, I don't like that. I don't like that. When I think of R&B, I don't think of like very shit like that. I like low mellow.
Cause it's. I see you.
Yeah, I don't like that.
There's a little bit of hope in there when you should be having a little bit of sad. I see what you're saying.
Sad, down. You're in the trenches.
You know.
Why that's what I should be thinking.
Me back yet? Yeah, I see what you're saying.
But
that was like this is a happy summer right now. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
The music has power behind it.
And
Brent Faiyaz isn't using it right.
He's being very toxic. This is a very toxic album, man.
I think what him and Drake's album, honestly, all music has been really toxic these last years, and it's funny because I feel like it's just brutally honest.
Yeah,
A lot of what Drake was saying on that last album was complete, straight up, like, you could apply that to any relationship. In fact, half the songs, I'm like, okay, I remember this girl specifically applies to this song, and this girl applies to this song, and you apply to that, and it's like, it's funny.
That's funny you say that, right, when you talk about the brutally honest versus the toxic thing. Mm-hmm. Because on that Drake album, there's a song that I don't really know what it's called, but he's talking about a muse, and he's like, I found a new muse. That's bad news for you. Yeah. And basically just saying, I found somebody who's like, makes me feel way better than what you made me feel. And that's not necessarily being toxic. That's him being an adult and being honest.
Being healthy,
and saying, hey, I found somebody who treats me way fucking better than you do. And boom, I'm happy now. With Brent, I get it. He is a very honest guy. A lot of the shit he's saying is a lot of honesty, but in this album in particular, there is definitely some fucking toxicity.
Even the cutscenes
in this.
His cutscenes are the worst.
The cutscenes are crazy.
He's rolling with some girl on the whip. That's your girl calling? Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. She probably seen us on the red carpet. Yeah. Yeah, it's very, very toxic stuff. And there's a song, I think it's Rolling Stone, or somewhere around Rolling Stone, but he says, even in the song, he says, at first, I'm exciting, and then I'm gaslighting. Pick one. Which one is it? And I'm like, that's kind of like a manipulative head, though. And coming from a manipulative motherfucker.
I'm not going to lie to you, since I've been back in Vegas, that's all I have seen.
Yeah.
There's definitely some like, ooh, what, and then out of nowhere. Just all the time.
Yeah,
Vegas
man.
is very different in the dating realm.
It's a fast scene, bro. It's a fast scene out here. People move quick.
And not in the good ways, though. And I'm comparing that to Utah, which is probably the worst. But out in Utah, it's like, you meet somebody, 3-4 weeks later, them two are married somehow. That's Utah, which is like, that's scary. That's like, whoa, y'all need to calm down.
Yeah.
But
we don't want none of that here.
I'm not saying I want any of that, but I'm just saying it's like, where's the middle ground? Where's the let's date for 3, or let's date, air quotes, hang out me and you a couple of times for 3-4 months, and then now all of a sudden we're calling each other boyfriend, girlfriend. Now that we've weeded and rooted and got to the nitty gritty of each other's intra-soul.
Yup. Intra-soul. Oh my god. To the Brent album.
Yeah.
What?
Ask the question, Chuck.
I'm just like, what were your like overall for real thoughts on it? Like, just as a whole with this album, how did it make you feel? What do you think about it? And do you think this is a good album?
I think a lot boils down to what I'm looking for in the musical taste at the current moment, especially when it comes to Brent Faiyaz. Because when I look at Brent Faiyaz, all I'm really ever looking for is Dead Man Walking. Just that vibe of like,
such a good song.
We are rolling tonight. Ain't nothing gonna bug us. Ain't nothing gonna bother us, and it's gonna be great. And that's literally what I look for with Brent Faiyaz. And this album still has some of that, and it has it with your male toxicity, like you're saying.
Which he always has, man.
Exactly.
He always has. He makes toxic
he's like, music. Better not think that I'm the only one. Come on. Exactly, yeah.
You
better not think that he's the only one. Yeah.
He's an R&B Future. And I know Future can kind of dive into...
Future?
Yeah, Future.
Okay.
I know Future can kind of dive into that R&B lane sometimes, but he's not an R&B artist. Brent Faiyaz is legit Future R&B. Like, he is toxic. He... tells it how it is, and like you said, bro, is it really toxicity or is it honesty? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people aren't used to people being honest with them. So when you're honest with somebody, they take it as you being toxic or you being a fucking asshole. But it's like, bro, do you want me to lie to you or do you want to tell you the truth?
And what you're wanting from me is more toxic than what I'm doing. Yeah, I
man.
100% get that.
It's a tough line to walk, because you know what I'm saying, you're gonna slip on one side, you're gonna slip on the other, but at the end of the day, I do think this is a toxic album.
Oh, definitely.
It's not. There's songs from that motherfucker in the past. Oh, they're just honesty records. He talks about his depression. He talks about how he ain't shit, but people think he's a shit. I like Brent. He kind of reminds me of myself in a way. I like Brent. I fuck with Brent. And I know you're making that face. I know you're making that face, bro. I know you're making that face, bro. I'm a toxic motherfucker.
And that's why I'm so curious as to why you wanted to bring this topic up.
I'm ready to admit it. I'm a toxic motherfucker, bro. I am. Yeah. We can. I'll admit it on here on camera. I'm a toxic dude, bro.
I love it. I feel like every guy kind of has to be. And you know what, though?
Not has to be. I feel like
you have to be at certain
You don't need to be.
Think about this. You kind of have to be at certain points in your life to waver and maneuver and kind of figure out what's what in reality.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, like, I don't know. A real rough example is just, like, the way that you maneuver. You kind of want to see how people's toxic characteristics are so that way you can handle it in your own life. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know.
It's
with
nuts.
You, it's like with you, it's like I know every now and again you go on your. It's not even toxic. I just know you in the sense of every now and again we both go on our depression waves, and it's like we're not doing gaming pop for a few days.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And that's the toxic.
It's real.
That homie's got to like learn how to deal with.
It's real. That necessarily.
And
it's not. That necessarily ain't toxic. Like you said, it's depression.
Yeah.
I just we'll get into depression mode. The depression mode, I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to see nobody. I just want to stay in my own little head. Mm-hmm. That in itself is its own thing. That's just depression. That's just
Does
depression.
Toxic technically mean... I always figure toxic as like what you're doing kind of rubs off on other people as well. That's why I say the depression kind of thing. Not that like
no.
I guess I'm
no,
misinterpreting the word toxic.
No, you're misinterpreting it, right? Because having a depression, right? It's not necessarily toxic. Like, let's say you're dating somebody who deals with depression. Yeah. I deal with depression. It's not healthy. I've dated women. I've dated a lot of women. I don't want to say a lot. But when I say that, it's like my relationships last a long time. Mm-hmm. And the women who I've dated, my depression has definitely played a big factor in it, for sure. Because I will like fucking out of nowhere, I'll just stop talking to her, and she thinks I'm ghosting her. And a lot of females listening to this, and they'll be like, bro, you're 100% ghosting her. If you talking to somebody, dating somebody, and out of nowhere you just stop talking to her, that's called ghosting. But to me, it's called depression. And it's called, I don't want to talk to nobody, and I don't want to explain shit to anybody.
How long?
Whole time she thinking I'm cheating or doing something grimy. Whole time I'm sitting in my room or working and not talking to nobody. And it's just so funny because women will think you're fucking around. Whole time I'm like, my nigga, I'm living life normally. I just ain't talking to nobody because I'm depressed. Boom. That's all it is. That's all it is.
Versus
but
toxic, which would be
toxic is when, and that's another thing because I know I am toxic, but my depression, it's hard to not get it interwoved.
Yeah,
it could get interwoved if you have depression and you're kind of toxic.
They're piggybacking. They're
definitely piggybacking for sure. But toxicity, man, I just think like, oh man, I'm about to expose myself to the world. I'm not sure if I want to do this right now.
You tell my toxic story?
Go, you. Cool. Tell your toxic story. I'm not sure if I want to expose myself right now. I might later in the show.
I had a bad relationship where I used to be verbally toxic, and I think it's because I was the same way growing up kind of shit.
Yeah.
So I would just say stuff like, oh, no, you can't do better than me, or blah, 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 or like, I'm the best you'll ever have. Kind of shit.
Yeah.
I'm that kind of, I was that way. And the worst thing that I've ever said was, bitch, I'm just using you for sex. That's probably the worst thing I've ever said.
Oh, that's terrible. That's bad.
Probably the worst thing I've ever said. And I didn't mean it. That's the worst part is I didn't mean it, and I said it just because I was angry.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, I thought the girl was smothering me, but at the same time, now that I look back, it's like, I was just trying to like push her away and, you know, just trying to play games where it's like, we're past the playing games part. Like, you and I were in a relationship, but I'm still like,
and that's toxic.
You know
that's
what I
toxic.
mean? Yeah,
that's
exactly.
Because you mentioned playing games.
And that's
toxic,
capital toxic.
Toxicity, bro.
That's capital.
That's the like, yo, I'm in this shit for the I'm in this shit for the game, bro. This shit's fun to me. This shit's fun to me. Man, look.
No.
Look. I hear you, bro. I hear you, bro. I got a couple of exes who are lesbian now. I got a couple of exes who are lesbian now, bro.
I would have
fam, I talked to a coworker about that, female coworker, and she told me, it was a couple years ago, she told me, she was like, yo, that's nothing to like be proud about.
It's
right?
not at all.
And I was like,
it's very bad.
That was the first thing I was like, I've never been proud of it. I was like, yo, what the fuck? Two of my exes are lesbians now. And she's like, yo, that's nothing to be proud of. And I'm like, I'm not proud of it. I'm just telling you. And I think like some in her head was like, nigga, goddamn, what you got? Like, what you got? What do you bring to the table that is turning bitches lesbians when you leave? Huh?
It's gotta not be anything good.
What's up?
That can't
She's
be
like,
good.
what's up? It can't be, bro. And that's what I'm telling you, bro. Like,
what you're saying? Like, it's too good?
I'm just the type of dude. I'm the type of dude when you fuck with me, you really not gonna find nothing else like it. That's me, bro. I don't know what to tell you. I'm talking my shit, bro. I'm talking my shit. When you fuck with me, when you really fuck with me, bro, it's gonna be hard for you to find something else.
Why? Because
it's
you're
gonna be
tell
hard.
The whole block?
Bruh, ain't nobody gonna eat that cat how I eat it. I'm telling you, bro. Ain't nobody gonna eat it how I eat it. They ain't gonna beat it how I beat it. And they ain't gonna talk to you how I talk to you. So I'm telling you, I'm a toxic king. It's bad. It's bad. But I'm here to admit it. I'm letting shit off my chest.
Is that what we're doing today?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
The Brent Faiyaz. This is what the Brent Faiyaz album.
This is the Faiyaz effect.
Has done. This is what the album
You're
has
ready to
done.
change. You're ready to change.
So I'm here to tell you motherfuckers, to all the men out there,
no more toxic.
even the women, go listen to the album, whatever. There's some triggering shit in there. Them skits are triggering. There's a skit in there to where his fucking baby mama's talking about she's gonna kill herself and kill the baby. There's some triggering shit in this album. But yeah, for all you toxic motherfuckers, you might want to go listen to this. But yeah, I'm a toxic dude, and I think I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
Everybody's working on it.
I'm working on it. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I've like ruined a lot of women I've been with. Like a lot of the women I've been with, I've ruined. A couple of them are lesbians now.
Don't start crying.
I'm not gonna cry, motherfucker. Get the fuck out of here. I ain't gonna cry, bro. I ain't gonna cry. You crazy boy. You crazy. But I'm just saying, I've ruined some women.
The lesbian thing is on you. I think that's their own.
Their choice. The choice.
Maybe you probably aided it.
I probably pushed them. Yeah, you know what? Fuck these niggas, bro. Fuck these niggas. I'm out of here.
At the end of the day, though, man, people's gonna love who they want to love.
People gonna love who they want to love, bro. And that's all good. It's all love. Always.
Already, like I've left multiple voicemails and. Sorry, what?
This boy. Get out of here. Snap out of that. Nah, we're not doing that. We toxic kings, boy.
Yeah, man.
But let's get back to the Brent.
Look, I'm just trying to be different, girl. I will not be toxic to you. I will love
Look.
So yeah.
Let's like over here.
Maybe it's the love,
the drugs, the weed, the money. Maybe it's all the above. Maybe I'm just fucked up. That right there, oh my god, bro. When I first heard that song, hearing everything, and I love the part to it. Maybe I'm just fucked up. That's where like I don't know. This album, it made me like come to terms with my toxicity. It's so fun. We're doing therapy right now. We're doing therapy right now, bro.
I'm listening.
We're doing therapy right now.
How did it make you feel, Charles? How did it make you feel?
That fucking album, bro. It made me look in the mirror, bro. It made me look in the mirror and made me say, "Yo, my nigga, you're a little toxic and you're a piece of shit." Kind of. You don't think of yourself as a piece of shit because a lot of people love you, but deep down, you're a piece of fucking shit.
You want me to throw a Ragnarok you real quick?
What? What, motherfucker? You're very Taikiti, white tea Taikiti right now.
Oh, I was about to do it. I was about to go, so what you're saying is you're upset with your past self. You were cheating bitches, and now you realize you're the heirs of your weight. And you're trying
Get the fuck out of here, Korg. Get the fuck out of here, Korg.
Trying to make up for it on the podcast.
Yeah, get out of here, Korg.
Look, man.
Charles is not a bad guy.
You're not a bad guy. It's not your fault.
No, I'm a piece of shit.
I went to do it with my insurance claim, and on the ticket it was like, just so we understand, blah, 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 this happened, and then it like spaced and put a sentence that said, it's not your fault. And I read that and I said, thank you. I really appreciate that. Oh my God.
You're like, wow, that really helped a lot.
I was like, a lot of weight just
got
lifted off my shoulders.
Goodness gracious. It is not your fault. It's okay. It is okay. Nah, man.
Ooh, I got through a lot of stuff. That calmed down a lot of monsters that were in my head. Let me tell you. Who about to text? Who? What's she saying?
Nothing. I'm pulling up the album, fool.
Are we still talking about the Brent Faiyaz?
Yeah, nigga.
Oh, we're
right, Brent Faiyaz.
Well, that's the other thing. It's just like not even songs on there. There's 5. There's 15.
There's 19.
There's 19 songs and 19 skits, man.
There's 19. Fuck you. There's 19 songs and there's
4
3
skits. 5 of them are old songs that have already been out.
There's 3
so
skits.
3 new songs.
So 19 minus 6, that is 16. Look at the math. Old songs. Role Models old. Dead Man Walking's old. Price of Fame's old. Gravity's old. That's 4. Okay, so 16 minus 4, that is 12. So we got, and then one of them's an interlude, so we really got 11. So we really got 11 songs. So to be honest, you're not lying. There's 11 brand new songs versus 19. So you're not lying. George right.
11 of those skits, I feel like, still.
No, nigga, they're songs.
There's a Kanye skit. And
no, there's not. There's not a Kanye skit.
No, not on that one. There is a Kanye skit on one of his albums, and he's like, I can't remember what song it is, but it's like, how you gonna say it's a classic if it's got 17 skits and 17 albums or something like that? And he goes to some girl's house, and he's like, yeah, man, that shit was a classic. She's like, no, I thought it was trash. Like, yeah, me too. That shit was I can't remember that skit, but it's hella funny.
Yeah, no, the Brent Faiyaz album.
It was okay, man. Look, here's
I liked
the thing.
it. I liked it.
I'm looking for the turn up this year. It's just gotten sad and repressive this year, I feel like. You know,
what you mean? Drake just dropped the twerking dick in the fucking club.
Yeah, twerk the dick in the sad club. In the sad club of I realized my mistake.
He said twerk the dick in the sad club. Yeah, we twerking dick all summer, bro.
All summer.
We twerking dick all summer to that new Drake.
The middle part too. Yeah,
that's that part. Bounce, right?
Yeah.
That bounce.
The girth of
that's that bounce.
That wiggle.
That wiggle. Yeah. So we twerking dick to the new Drake.
Can we stop saying that?
The brand, yeah, twerking dick is crazy.
I feel like we're gonna get.
That's a crazy line right there. Twerking dick.
Part,
what if we name the episode twerking dick?
Here's the funny part. You need to comment. Comment.
What?
What was the word again? Twerking dick. Comment twerking dick if you made it to this part, and we'll know we're not
gonna
cut it.
Yeah. Comment twerking dick.
This is how we know you're a real fan.
What if we name the title twerking dick?
No, because that gives it away.
True.
We gotta name something else.
Yeah, you guys just got to stay here for the twerking dick.
Go ahead, leave a comment wherever
Stay here for the twerking dick.
Just so we know you.
Yeah, just comment twerking dick.
That's it. That's all you gotta say.
I mean, we might clip this to after, but twerking dick.
If we get what 50 comments that say twerking dick, we'll post it.
We'll do a whole episode
of dicks.
I'll twerk a dick. I'll twerk a dick right now, bruh. Shit, I'll pull up. I got my Gray's fucking shorts, man. I'll twerk some dick. All right, what's the rating? Let's get the rating on the Brent. And this is another thing
I'm honestly kind of just baffled by what you just said right there, so give me a fucking...
Yeah, I literally just said I would twerk dick in some gray shorts.
Yeah, and it made me think, oh no, the memory card's full.
No!
Alright, well, that's Gaming Pop. Nah, just kidding. Welcome to the audio portion, motherfuckers.
No! I'm sorry in advance if I let you down. I'm sorry in advance if I let you down.
Ooh. Okay, camera's back on. Oh, shit. Bitch, I'm sorry. Oh my god.
Shut up! So, rating for the Brent Faiyaz album. And this is the thing I wanted to talk to you about a little bit.
Okay, I will rate it.
Dawn FM.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We gave Dawn FM a 10. Mm-hmm. And now I'm thinking like, man, I feel like I kind of jumped the gun on that and I gave it too high of a rating.
We don't do no takebacks here.
We're not doing I'm not taking it back. It's a 10. I gave it a 10. We're leaving it at a 10.
We don't do takebacks, Charlie.
Yeah, no. That's a fucking... I gave it a 10. We're keeping it at a 10. But for the future, I feel like I gotta, like... Just think about the longevity of it more. Go ahead. What's your Brent rating, bro?
I mean, here's the thing. With what you just said, the longevity of it, this album doesn't have very many longevities. I mean, maybe some personal, like, The Boys longevity, but not a lot of these are getting played out in the group. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. The only one on there is Dead Man Walking, and that's been out. And that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, where there isn't any boppers this year. Kendrick dropped his album, and the only bopper on there is Pushing These Niggas Off Me Like, huh. But even that, it's like, that's not a bop.
Still
that's
really
just
gets played.
It's a more of an emotional track, you know? You're not playing that at the club. You're not playing that at the tailgate, you know? And that's where I've seen you be finding myself at most nights is at the tailgates. So it's like, you know, I need Baby Keem style or something. Maybe that's just my own preference, but I just need a little more uppity, a little more like, hey, we're here to have a good time. Yeah. Not, hey, I fucked your girlfriend and it's your fault because you didn't text her. You know, I'm not trying to hear that, Brent Faiyaz.
But that's also the toxicity that Brent brings.
But it's like, I've been texting my bitch and she won't text me back, so what do you want me to do, Brent Faiyaz?
So you're on the receiving end.
Yeah, I'm the Faiyaz. Is what it is.
Nah,
I'm the Faiyaz.
It doesn't seem like you're the Faiyaz. It seems like you're the guy that. You're the guy that's dating the girl that Brent is saying all this shit to.
Yeah, no, yeah.
That's terrible.
Brent Faiyaz is fucking my girl 100%.
Let's just clip this out.
No, we're leaving it. He's in there. Deep.
Yeah, he's in her cooch.
You ever
He's deep in her cooch.
when there's a
honestly
there's a pot saying when you drop the blunt that like if you drop the blunt in the circle, someone's supposed to say, oh, somebody's fucking your bitch. And I can't tell you how many times I've dropped the blunt.
Oh my god. So I don't ever want somebody to tell me somebody's fucking my bitch.
You know what I'm saying?
That sounds horrible.
It's very unsettling.
Hey yo, somebody fucking your bitch.
You drop it and you go, oh shit, my bad. Hey yeah man, somebody's fucking your bitch. Like, man, that's not that funny.
I do not want to hear that. That sounds terrible.
It hurts. So yeah, Brent Faiyaz is very toxic. Overall, back to the rating. I'm gonna give it. I'm feeling pretty liberal today. I'm gonna give it an 8. It's pretty cool.
Wow.
It's not my toppest tierist. I mean, like I said, it's got some longevities that have already been longevities.
Fool, your rating's twisted. Your rating's twisted.
What did I say?
Because you said you're gonna give it an 8, but you said like the longevity's not really there. Blah 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 blah.
The longevity isn't there. And the only reason I'm giving it an 8 is because it already has the longevities on there. You see what I'm saying?
So the singles?
So yeah, so those singles, so you know how the singles, like how his revenue is just
They're
gonna.
fucking good.
No, I'm doing the same thing as the revenue kind of thing. You know how you just put them on the album so you get that revenue.
Yeah.
So all those albums already had 8s on my list, so it's just a kind of a continued 8.
Okay. Yeah, no, for sure.
So, does that make sense?
I get for sure.
For the newer songs, the newer like 5 songs that are on there, about an 8.
Solid.
So 8 overall.
Yeah. I hear you. I'm in the same rating as you. I'm giving it an 8. I'm gonna give it an 8. On Twitter I even said this album's phenomenal. I think there's 19 songs on this album. I think the first 12 to 13 those first 13 album right there, amazing body of work in my personal opinion. Besides the Wasting Time track with Drake. Other than that, the first 13 is like fucking incredible. The last 5 kind of lose me a little bit. They're still good though. They're not bad. They're still good. They're just not as good as that first 13. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna give it an 8, and that's another thing to where I'm like, just going forward, I'm like, I need to start checking my ratings more because, like I said, I even said the album was phenomenal, and here I am giving it an 8. Well, with Dawn FM, I thought Dawn FM was a really good album, but it's like, is it? I'm just like thinking now. I'm like, is it a 10 though? I feel like it's a 9 or an 8. And that's where I want to start giving my ratings more thoughts. And that's where I'll give the brand an 8. I'm not changing my Dawn FM rating. Mm-hmm. We already gave it that. You cannot go back and change. That's some bullshit.
I think here's something that has to happen before we give ratings from now on. I think we have to view it twice. Yeah. View or listen to whatever it is twice. Excuse me.
Salud.
We have to watch them twice because the first time I saw Thor, I was ready to go 10 out of 10. This shit was pretty fucking cool. Well, and that's funny, right? Especially because after the second time I seen it, I was like, okay, now that the excitement of like, oh man, Thor, the main character, Guardians of the Galaxy, all that's actually worn off.
No.
Like now I see it for what it is.
Not at all.
It definitely is a lower class.
Not at all.
And then I'm not saying it was a super great the first time I seen it. Yeah. I honestly was trying to leave the theater with more of a positive opinion on it than to leave negative. So I was like, it was cool. It was a good movie. Yeah. And so with the Brent Faiyaz thing, it's like I had listened to it one solid time all the way through, and then you came over and kind of reminded me of some of the tracks. I'm like,
it's good, dude.
There's some good songs on there.
It's a good album.
But it's like at that point, if it was really good, I would have listened to it 6 or 7 times by now. I've got like 3 songs that I have on repeat right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's what I'm saying, fool. You gave me an 8. So I'm like, if you haven't really if it's not really, and I'm not trying to get you to change your.
No, I'm not changing it either. I like it. It's a good album. It's definitely an 8, but that doesn't mean it's constantly in my rotation.
Yeah.
You can have banger tracks, and that's the thing is I kind of like rarity. So if it is an 8 and we lose it for a little bit and it comes back in 6 months, it's still an 8. You know what I mean? Like, think about Crew. Every time that Crew song comes on, that is a 10 out of 10 song, and everyone fucking knows that, right?
That is definitely your song.
You hear, and you're immediately in it, bro. I'm like, It's a 10 out of 10er every time.
Yeah, that's right.
And I try to listen to that song as rarely as I can to keep it as consistently as I can. I mean, kind of back to the spoiler shit, you know? You don't spoil shit for yourself.
For sure. And it's like, with the the Thor movie, at the end I said I do not recommend this movie. I recommend this album. If you're an R&B fan, if you like Brent, if you just like R&B, and I feel like even there's some rap on here, which there's some songs where I wish people did not rap on, like Addictions. Maybe it's
shit.
What?
Of course, we fucked up the audio somewhere.
No way.
All the moving around and jumping and hoping.
Has it not been playing?
It's been recording, but it stopped a while ago. So it's 22 minutes from whenever, but
yeah,
we'll figure it out.
Let's
wrap this up. I'm getting hot.
Yeah.
Maybe this is fire.
Yeah, no, I do recommend this album if you fuck with R&B, Brent. Check it out. I give it an 8. You give it an 8. I think it's a really good album.
It's good stuff.
And let's transition into our final topic. Oh, we're supposed to talk about 2 more topics.
We talked about Toxicity, and there was supposed to be Ubisoft and something else.
And the boys.
Oh, okay, yeah, we can do that.
We can talk about Ubisoft real quick.
The Ubisoft thing is interesting. I don't even remember exactly what you said, but
so
I've just did a laugh. Anytime I hear that name, I just immediately laugh inside. It's like, okay, what are you trying to hook now?
Ubisoft is a toxic ass developer. They're like the first motherfuckers to get into NFTs. Like, I get it. Like, you, Jalen, everybody's into NFTs. But it's just funny that this gaming company was the first one to get into NFTs. We're going to create a thing. Well, you got to play 15,000 hours in the game to get this really cool helmet. And then, once you do that, then you'll be eligible for the NFT. And then you can sell it for blah, 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 blah.
But you had to play a certain amount of time? You couldn't just buy it off rip?
No, you had to play like 15,000 hours in the game. You got to play 15,000 hours in the game.
No one has that many hours in any game.
Yeah. Well, that's what you had to do to get the NFT in Ubisoft. And and I think it was in like Ghost Protocol. It was in some game that nobody fucking played. So,
like, we need people playing this game now.
Yeah, so they're like, we're going to make an NFT. And if you want to get the very expensive NFT, you got to fucking put 15,000 hours in the game, and then you can unlock the NFT. Blah, 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 blah. And it's like, fuck you. But that's not what we're talking about now. What Ubisoft did was, there's a game that came out some years ago. A game came out some years ago.
Oh, yeah.
And what happened was...
Do you remember what game it is?
I can't think of the game right now, but I don't think it's that long ago. I think it's like, I want to say 2010 or 2013. And basically they're getting the game off of digital sites. So you can't buy it no more. And they also said, if you purchase the game, this game's gone. Like, you can't play it. So I want to bring this up and just say, yo, what are your thoughts? The digital future, right? Mm-hmm. The digital future, it's basically the future we're heading into. I mean,
definitely, no.
It's 100% the future we're heading into. It's digital.
It's 100%. You remember the virtual lady at the jewelry store?
Yeah, fool. Yeah, dude. Oh my God. Yeah.
Projector lady?
Fuck.
There was a projector lady at the store. Shit. It was a trip. You're not wrong, dude. The future is definitely heading into automatronics. The biggest example for me in my most recent days has been the grocery store. Mm-hmm. If you go to Walmart or even the whatever one's by my house right here, they got all so you do it yourself now. Walmart, yeah. I don't think they have like an aisle with an actual person. They just have people standing on the side and just helping you out now.
Crazy.
There's that, and then when I went to the Palms, they don't really have like a checkout area. They more want you to just do it on your phone, but like, you can still check out with them up front. But they more want you to do it on your phone.
Yeah.
It's getting interesting.
Yeah.
And then no, the whole digital archive collection kind of sucks. Especially I use Apple Music on the side of Spotify, and I think the credit card or whatever got switched up. So we didn't have music for like 4 or 5 days, and it's like, man, that's lame. Like, my whole archive is just gone if I don't pay my bill.
If you don't pay for it, yeah. that in itself makes sense.
That's what gets me nervous, though. Sense. I don't like that.
I mean, as far as the music platform, as far as you using Apple Music and Spotify, if you're not paying for your music, it makes sense. If you don't pay for your subscription, you're gonna lose all that. If you buy a CD or if you buy a vinyl, then boom, you have that music forever. And that's where the debate comes in. Well, is the physical totally versus the digital.
Well, I totally agree. Fuck, man. Especially because I mean, with Game Pass, that's all digital. And
it's all digital.
I literally, just about 2 days ago...
It's Netflix and gaming.
I almost caved and went and bought that newer Xbox without the little disc drive, like the smaller version, the Series X.
Yeah, Series S.
I almost got the S.
Series S.
I almost got the S, and then I was like...
That's a good box, too.
I really wanted to just because of the quality of it. I know it would be good, but the only reason I didn't was because I thought about not being able to put discs in it.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I'll just have to keep waiting then, I guess.
And that's the same thing with the PS5, right? Is the PS5 digital is $400, so $100 cheaper. So you can either buy the normal PS5 for $500 or buy the digital for $400. And it's like, I mean, if you're trying to save some bucks or whatever, you're gonna go with the $400. But even me, I'm not a big PlayStation fan. All of my entertainment is on my Xbox. I'm an Xbox guy. My whole entertainment, I watch some fucking movies on my Xbox, Netflix. Everything is on my that's my entertainment system. Mm-hmm. People talk about Xbox like it's just a video game system. I'm telling you right now, I use my Xbox more for entertainment than I do for playing video games. That's my entertainment system. Mm-hmm. When it comes to the PS5, that's not even my entertainment system, but I would still rather buy the $500 disc version versus the digital, because it's like that one time, especially being an Xbox player, right? PlayStation, you could buy a used copy.
Mama, what's up?
Some good news for you.
We're in the midst of the podcast.
Yeah.
Should I do my hair?
Hi.
Oh my gosh, the fireplace.
Yeah, look at this.
You will be here alone this weekend. We are going to take a family trip to California. Wayne and I. What? You get the place to yourself.
You said we're taking a family trip.
Without you.
You get the place to yourself. You get the place to yourself.
We're taking a family trip. You can have the place to yourself, but without you.
What are you all going to Cali for this time?
Yeah, we're going on a family trip, man.
What are y'all going for this time? No, that's great. No, I love the invite.
I love it so much, Mom.
Great.
God.
For business.
That's great. That's great. Last time you guys went was for Orlando Studios. So what's
Orlando's in Florida.
That was also business.
It's okay. What's going on?
Yeah, we're at Universal and we're just on a business trip.
All right. Well, I hope you guys have fun. I can't wait to live it up and be all alone for a whole 3 days, because I would probably work those days anyway.
I'll come visit you, man.
That's cool.
I'll come visit you, bro.
I hate being alone, but yeah.
You make an effort to be alone.
Your own apartment and all this.
Yeah.
So what's up? What's the next part of that?
I have to go pick out some colors for the station.
Okay.
Wow.
And then if we're there, we're going to stay the night. So.
And then if we're staying the night, we're gonna.
Damn, you gotta go all the way to California for that?
Yeah. And if we're staying the night, we might as well go to Knott's Berry Farm. Yeah, you're telling me.
Look at me. I'm withering away over here.
I've had a broken heart for the last 3 months and have been throwing up from alcoholism. I know.
That sounds terrible. What the fuck?
Hey, Andros, we're gonna be in Cali.
Yeah, you got the place to yourself, man, you fucking alcoholic.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
It's like I want to say I made up the alcoholism thing, but it's like
Yeah, I don't think that one hit too hard.
a little too.
I think that one hit too hard.
A little too close.
Like, bro, there's a bottle right there, man. Don't say that. Come on.
It's funny. I haven't drank in like 3 days. So that's what really makes it funny.
No.
Anyway,
In 3 days.
I know.
I love it. I love it.
4 tomorrow.
You're drinking tonight.
Are we? I actually got invited to the
fucking
Entourage.
bottle. What are you talking about? What?
I got invited to go to the Entourage Club tonight.
Encore? Where the fuck is that at?
The Encore. I'm sorry.
Encore. Oh. Encore.
You want to go to Encore?
Encore. That's where Killian has a job for me. It's an Encore.
I don't want to go there.
Very cool.
I'm honestly, here's my thing. Can we stop going to clubs? Can we just go back to having house parties or something?
You're the one that goes to clubs.
I'm so done with clubs. It's ridiculous.
You're the one that goes to clubs.
I don't want to go to any
Bro,
more clubs.
yo, if I had my own house, bro, I
We
would
would have a house party every night,
I would
huh?
throw house parties on the monthly basis. I probably.
You almost said every weekend. At
Yeah, no, because you said some shit, and then I was kind of leaning towards
I
that.
said every night.
And then
like,
just me being like an adult, I was like, you know what? I don't want people in my house that often. I'll do a party once a month.
Look,
But it'd be like a dope ass party.
it would be a dope ass party.
Every month, I'd throw a dope party. That's a lot of money that you're putting into a party, though. That'd be like
What's today?
Today is Wednesday. Oh my god, bro. George, shut up. This video is gonna get posted on Monday. So they won't see it. Hey, if you were here for the party, turn the fuck up.
Man.
If you were in this right now, turn the fuck up.
What an
Let the
episode.
parties hit the floor.
This is probably I don't know.
This is an interesting podcast.
I'm a little upset with that middle part, but it's actually kind of funny and heartbreaking at the same time.
Yeah, we're going on a family trip, man. You got the place to yourself. so Mom, am I not a part of the family?
You gotta work. I could call out. Y'all didn't even give me a chance to say I'll call out or get some
give
coverage.
me a chance to call out in 2 days in a row. I could call out 2 days in a row, Ma.
I don't even care.
And
We already know I'm trying to leave this job anyway. Why y'all trying to keep
They're
me
gonna be like,
here?
oh, there's no room in the car. You gotta work. You're like, Mom, I decided I'll call out. And she's like, oh, sweetie, baby.
We just bought 2 new bags
Yeah.
for the seat you were gonna take.
That seat's actually filled right now. Actually, we can't bring you.
No, and it's the worst because they're taking the pickup.
So you should probably call your boss back and tell them you can work.
Almost. That's whatever, man.
But
That's just how I know I'm gonna come out financially mature at some point,
yeah, probably
or
not.
financially broke. Who knows?
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah,
Probably
I guess you better
financially broke, to be
know.
honest. All right, boys. Let's
Yeah, I know, we've
freaking.
been chatting,
All right, boys.
chatting. Are we getting to it, or?
Let's finish with the boys.
Let's
So
finish with the
Brent
boys.
gave 8. You gave 8.
with the
Ubisoft. Yeah,
Faiyaz.
Ubisoft.
Ubisoft, we're not talking about that. That's disappointing. I've been done with
Ubisoft.
Ubisoft.
Digital Future.
I was done with Ubisoft ever since Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, and I liked them for
Oh
5
my
minutes.
God,
I liked
that
them
was
for
so
5
long
minutes
ago.
when they dropped Black Flag, and then they lost me again.
Black Flag was awesome.
Black Flag was sick, but you know what's funny is if you talk to a real Assassin's Creed fan, they hate Black Flag.
Because that's the game that kind of started changing everything.
I think so.
Black Flag is the
And I
one.
can totally agree with them on that.
But Black Flag, bro, I don't care what any
I
of those.
love that one.
I don't
That's a
care.
sick one.
I don't give a damn what any of those real fans say. Whatever about Black Flag is an awesome game. It was the first Assassin's Creed on next gen. Game looked beautiful.
it was a little
ran
too much
beautiful.
boat. I can
It
agree
was
with you
fun.
on that.
Too much boat.
A little too much boat, but that's
Yeah.
about it.
You know, I stopped. You know, there's some games to where you like get to a mission and it's so hard to where you're like, fuck this game.
Yeah,
and you
that's
don't
the-
play it for 2 months and then you come back and you beat it
In
you're like,
one
oh, okay,
shot,
we'll
and
keep
you're
going.
actually kind of annoyed.
Yeah, that happened to me with Black Flag. There was a belt mission to where I just couldn't beat. I just couldn't beat it, and I stopped playing it for like 2-3 months. Came back to it, beat it, and I'm like, God, this game is so fucking good, dude.
I hate.
But
I
I love
love and
Black
hate
Flag.
those moments because you're just like, I've been trying to beat this part for like 3 months now,
It's
and I
annoying.
came back and just beat it in 2 minutes.
It's annoying, bro.
It's like every other attempt is 3 hours, and I go this long route and all this.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
It's annoying. It's annoying.
that's
But-
the best part about hard ass games, though.
Yeah.
I
No, for
honestly
sure.
really want to play Dark Souls a little bit more.
Fuck
Dark
no.
Souls is the hardest shit I've ever
Fuck
played.
no.
It's the patience is what Dark Souls.
It's
really
so
boils
funny you
down
say you want to
to.
play Dark Souls when there's Elden Ring.
See, I don't have the patience for Elden Ring. Elden
Elden
Ring
Ring's
is
the
too
same
fucking
shit.
much. Oh
Elden
my
Ring's
god.
the same shit.
No, Elden
and
Ring
what's
is
funny
worse.
and what's funny is like the hardcore Dark Soul people. They're like, yeah, this is like low key kind of the easiest one, and it's like, what the fuck do you mean is the easiest one, bro? Like this shit is hard.
I've seen Jai play it, and I'm like, bro, how are you still in this? Honestly, watching Jai play the first Dark Souls, I got to a point where when I came in the room, I'm like, this is part of this game? What the
Yeah.
hell is going on?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's a deep ass game. There's a whole like underworld. There's like the top world, and then there's the underworld, and then there's like a middle world somehow with that game.
It's so cool.
And there's an above world from what Jai told me. But
Yeah,
anyway, it's
I
too much.
wish I was good at the Elden Ring games because Elden Ring in itself sounds so awesome. Because I've heard of the whole, bro. They're like, you think that game's big? Just wait till you get to the underground.
See,
And there's
and
the underworld, and they said the underworld, bro, is like you go underneath ground and you just see stars. And I'm like, oh my god, this sounds so fucking cool. But I suck at that game. I played fucking 5 hours.
I want to play it on your console. I think playing on a
You
what
gotta
I have
play it
is
on the
garbage.
X. I'm telling you, bro, you need to upgrade.
And should I just get the
You
stupid
need
S
it.
then?
I would tell you to get the S. You paid $300 to get the Nintendo.
Look, nigga, here's the thing. I got a credit card now.
Yeah, it's dangerous. Very dangerous.
I'm already $500 behind. So I'm gonna
Nah, credit cards are dangerous. Be careful.
no.
Be careful.
I think
But
I might pull the trigger.
who gives a fuck? I mean, if you're gonna pull the trigger, you might. If it's a credit card, you might
$200
as
a
well.
month for the fucking
If
payments.
it's a credit card, you might as well just pay the motherfucker, get the big daddy of the Series X, my man.
You know what I'm saying?
But also, God of War is also almost coming out. So there's a part of me that says, bro, get the PS5. We could trade. I'll let you borrow. I'll let you play God of War Ragnarok, and then you could beat it. And then once you beat it, I'll be like, bro, all right, let me use your PS5. I'll give you my Series X. Because I'm very conflicted about Ragnarok. Because there's a part of me,
honestly.
there's a part of me that wants to play it on my PS4, but then I haven't even played Spider-Man Miles Morales on my PS4 because I'm like, I'd rather just play it on the better system.
Well, here's the problem with that is the God of War is going to be the same game as the last one. It's going to be cooler in some ways, but I'm honestly...
It's going to be the same thing.
I'm not too excited to just jump right back into that world.
If you did not like God of War 18, this probably is not going to be the game for you because it's going to be the same thing.
Exactly.
It's going to be the same.
And it's not like it was a bad game. And I honestly was really
It was
wrong.
fucking amazing.
I
game.
liked it, but it's just
It's my second favorite game of all time.
Like I said earlier, it doesn't have the same magic as the original ones. The third one, there's no game in the history of ever that will ever compare to God of War 3. Ever.
Oh my god.
The hype on it, the destruction, the mere fact that
You're cracked.
The mere fact that halfway
You're
through
cracked.
that game you realize,
No, you're cracked.
You realize, holy shit, I'm the fucking God of War right
You're
now.
cracked. You're cracked. You're cracked. You know why? I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying you're cracked. Because when you talk about nostalgia, right? When you think about some of the most hyped video games there was, God of War 3, I know it's God of War 3. It's an amazing video game. To me, that this is what Sony's problem. And you got to think about this too. Mm-hmm. Sony was getting their asses handed to them in the 360 generation.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So when you talk about the hype of God of War 3, nigga, I'm here to tell you, bro, I probably never even seen nothing hype about it, except for a Game Informer magazine. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but you know what?
But you know what I did
really
here? You know what was hype though? You know what was hype though? Halo 3. Halo 3. You want to talk about hype for a video game in that time? Halo 3 was the most hyped thing there was.
Old head? You're so much better old head than me.
Halo 3, bruh, I'm telling you, Halo 3 was such a moment in gaming history.
Hey, to this day,
such a moment in gaming history.
I played that opening mission so many times.
People getting brand new 360s to play Halo 3. God of War 3, it was a phenomenal video game. It was a great video game. But the hype, and this is
Halo 3
PlayStation has the juice now. But back then, they didn't have the juice. They didn't have the juice. They didn't. They didn't.
Drinking water.
They didn't. They did not have. Nobody was hyped for God of War 3. It was like, oh, God of War 3 is coming up. Cool. It was not the worldwide.
And I feel like, and that's why, for me, that's why God of War 3 is sick, because it was kind of like a, oh shit, God of War 3, and then you play it, and it's like, oh shit, God of War 3.
Bro. Yeah.
But I hear you with the Halo 3, because Halo 3 definitely was. The trailers, Halo 3. Let me tell you, that first. Bro. Can I tell you the first trailer when the kids are like laying in the grass and they're just like talking and looking up at the stars? You remember that one perfectly, huh?
Yep.
I remember that one because I hated it when I first watched it. I said,
"No way.
What the fuck is this? Where's Master Chief at? Why are you just teasing me with some stupid little kid?" And then I had to rewatch it a couple of times, and now that I'm an adult, that trailer hits hard. That shit hits home,
bro. That is an awesome trailer. When they're
chilling,
and then what happens in that trailer again? Like the aliens come out, or like what happens? What ruins it?
They're just talking,
or does it just end?
They're talking or something like that, and then I think
they're talking about space.
It
like,
cuts
to
him like getting up off the ground, and like that's the one when he just ends up running and jumping off the cliff.
Okay.
That's the one where he gets up, and throws the bubble shield down, and then runs. Yeah, that's that one. Mm-hmm. That was that hype one. There was my favorite one from Halo 3, and this is this one brings me tears sometimes because of the way the actors did it. Mm-hmm. So the one they did was they had this 3D model, and they basically did like a bunch of action figures for all the UNSC fighters fighting off like the Covenant.
I remember.
You remember that one?
Yep.
And they had like warthogs like flipped in midair and little explosions, and they would have dudes like come. They'd have these actors come in and like look at it. Oh my gosh.
Cheers.
They'd have dudes come in and look at the thing and be like, I remember this fight. Master Chief was right there. And when we saw him, he gave us all hope. And it's like, oh my gosh, this isn't real at all, but it looks so cool. Yeah. She was crazy. And then they copied, wow, that is strong. They copied that for the Fall Guys trailer just the other day.
Fall Guys. Have you played Fall Guys? Have you downloaded it? Yeah, this shit's kind of killing me right now.
Regret that so bad.
I'm like, have you played Fall Guys? Have you played it?
I've never played Fall Guys.
I love these beanbags.
I probably never will. Yeah, this is definitely
brother, I love these.
We're very
beanbags.
comfy, very at home.
I feel like we're chilling, like
No,
just talking,
this is
and that's why our
lit.
videos are gonna be long as fuck. But bro,
No.
I feel
over
comfortable.
there, you kind of are like, man, I feel like my posture looks stupid over there, and
Yeah.
over here, you're just like,
Over here,
come
we're
on,
I don't give a fuck. Crisscross. Look at me. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking mad juicy right now, bruh. I don't even know why that word came up, but I'm just looking mad juicy right now.
All right, well, that's like 40 minutes on what we got. So is it wrap up or?
What were we talking
We
about?
were talking about the Ubisoft.
We didn't talk about the boys. We gotta talk about the boys.
All right, the conclusion.
We gotta finish
of
with the boys, which we're not gonna spend a lot of time on this. You know why? Because we already gave you an episode with Demond, the boss. On our past episode, we talked about the whole season, but we did not talk about the season finale.
Because that was literally the only episode left.
Only episode left. So we are going to talk about the season finale right now.
Here's what happens in the season finale. Thunder Boy meets Thunder Guy. They fight for 4 seconds, realize that they don't really want to fight. So Thunder Guy ends up, not even Thunder Guy.
You're talking about Thor.
Homelander Guy ends up fighting the
Superman.
the Maeve guy, the Maeve girl. They fight for a second. By
Yeah,
the way,
Maeve's a
their
girl.
fight was very underwhelming. Maeve goes to punch.
Underwhelming. She almost.
Can I tell you how underwhelming their fight was?
Took her
She
eye
punched
out.
a flippin' filing cabinet, punched a filing cabinet and only dented one door of the filing cabinet. When in the first episode, we see this woman slam into a, what is that vehicle called? A bank truck? Mm-hmm. Yeah, a bank truck.
Oh, and broke them out, huh?
Destroys
and beat them all up. Yeah.
Destroys the front half of it. So you're telling me this woman, when she punches, is only putting a fist-sized dent in that thing? No, that thing is coming apart. So that's why I was a little lackluster. Them two are throwing each other around in this room, and it's just a couple of tables. It looks like just two regular people having a fight.
You know, she got, and I didn't realize this until I watched it again after, because me and you already talked, and you were giving me those.
Are you saying that she's supposed to be weaker in this scene, kind of thing?
No, not even that. But I'm just going off of, we talked one time, and you said those were some of the issues with that scene, and I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? It was like, I thought it was fine or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I rewatched it again. And there's a point where Homelander pushes Maeve onto a trash can.
Yeah.
And she falls into the trash can, and it's just like a normal bent. Like, it's bent.
Yeah.
A normal human would not bend it like that.
Yeah.
But it was just like a, boom, get the fuck off me. And then she falls into the trash can, and it bends. And I'm just like, I see what Jordan's kind of saying.
Yeah.
Because it should be way more damage. I do think that's nitpicking, but when it comes to comic books,
we gotta get a little more.
no,
accurate.
I mean, no,
especially
you're right.
especially when we're
You
talking.
set up shit.
We're talking
with
about
the truck.
Amazon Productions. We're talking about the guy who owns more money than money.
But they got
You know
money.
what I mean?
They got money, and that's the thing. We talked off camera, and you were like, yeah, man, I just kind of feel like the money wasn't there. And shit just didn't look
But
right.
that's what exactly, and that's why I'm saying it's a mystery, because we're talking about the company that has money before money is made, kind of shit.
for
They're
sure.
the richest company out there.
Amazon's ridiculous.
They could have easily poured a little bit more into some flimsy chairs and tables.
Amazon is on Microsoft level.
You know what I'm saying? They're sitting
that
pretty.
is it's like
Amazon movies could go out of business and they'll still be making money because that's not even their worry.
they're fine. They're
They
fine.
were doing fine before the movies.
And we're talking about production value or whatever, but they got the fucking Lord of the Rings show coming out in a couple months. That is the most expensive show ever made.
My eyes roll to that because I don't know. You've heard of the Wheel of Time that they had on there? Did you watch that at all?
I did not, but I've heard of it.
Wheel of Time is a book, kind of same thing, but it's not very good. I loved the book. The book was cool. I listened to it as an audio, but the show was pretty bad. I also didn't pay too much attention to it because I only watched one episode. Yeah. But the Lord of the Rings thing doesn't have me excited. Bless you.
I gotta sneeze, but I don't think
you know
it's.
What's funny is I went to look up that show, Cha Cha Real Smooth. Don't have an Apple TV account all of a sudden. Bless you.
Thank you. It doesn't what?
Well, apparently all of a sudden we don't have a Apple TV account, so I gotta get.
Oh no, dude!
I'm gonna watch that real soon. Cha Cha Real Smooth.
I might be down to watch that with you afterwards if you're down to hang out and watch some shit. I might watch it with you. I like the movie a lot, but I just want to let you know it is a talking movie. There's some shit. There's shit that goes on, and it's not as bad as other movies. Like he has a movie. I know we're going on a tangent right now. Real quick. We'll wrap this up. He has a movie called Shit House that is very talkative. And them being in college, very talkative. That movie I did not like as much as Cha Cha Real Smooth.
Okay.
Cha Cha Real Smooth is very much like more uppity beat, more easy to follow. I like that movie better than Shit House. But yeah, I'm down to watch that movie. It's a surprise film. Mitch put me on. That movie is fucking amazing. I think it's one of my favorite films of the year, easily. Yeah, I loved it. I would watch it with you.
All right, closing remarks. Let's get out of here.
Closing remarks. What were we even talking about? Oh my god, we barely even talked about The Boys. Bro.
The Boys.
Talk about The Boys.
So
this episode is all over the place.
Yeah, it's been a real bad episode.
We're all over the place right now. I'm pretty drunk,
It's because
bro.
these stupid chairs.
It's the beanbags. We're feeling real comfortable, and we're just like very like.
Just having a good time.
We're very talkative. We're very talkative right now.
Look, here's what you need to know about The Boys finale. It was good, but I also, besides the lackluster destruction, I feel like it was just lackluster in and of itself because we got this hype up of, oh man, these guys are gonna fucking kill each other, and then they get together and it's like, no, I respect you, you're my son, and it's like, cool, I get it, that definitely was a twist that we were supposed to see, but it's just, I don't know, I felt like it ended so weak, so like, oh, we have to have another season kind of shit, like leaving all the cards on the table, where kind of what you were saying with the Marvel movie is, nobody fucking died, like no one dies in their shows, and that's kind of a weakness, where it's like,
well, that's
did anybody even die in this last episode except
Black
for
Noir. Black Noir,
but he
it's
doesn't
like,
even talk. So it's like, did we lose somebody?
But it's like even that death, right? What's shitty about the season finale and what happened, right, is because Soldier Boy has been hunting down all his teammates.
Exactly.
So you're expecting a big fight between him and Black Noir, or even like because Black Noir used to talk.
Exactly.
So what if you would have got a scene with Soldier Boy, and I have not even thought about this until now. What if you would have got a scene with Soldier Boy and Black Noir, and he's just like, bro, what the fuck did you betray me? Like, what'd you do? And then Black Noir takes off his mask. You see the fucked up face. You see it's nasty. It's been years.
Whatever. Maybe some tears or some shit dribbling down.
Yeah, something. And then you just, maybe he doesn't talk, or maybe he does talk.
Or tries
but it's
to
like,
finally.
What if we had that moment? That's what he's been doing the whole episode.
Exactly.
The whole season is Soldier Boy. The whole season, you went to get Soldier Boy to kill Homelander. And then Soldier Boy's mission is to kill his teammates because they betrayed him. We are robbed of the Black Noir and Soldier Boy meetup because what? I understand Homelander. I get it. He's crazy.
He's a baby.
He's crazy. He's a baby. He's
Yeah.
like, you didn't tell me. Boom, kills him. I get it. I understand that. I understand that part. But as far as the writing part goes, I'm like, why would you not want Black Noir and Soldier Boy to meet? That's been his main purpose the whole time, is to kill all his teammates.
What could have even done it cooler, what could have been, oh my gosh. What if they had done all of that, but like Soldier Boy, or not Soldier Boy, Noir and Homelander like standing together, and then like they kind of start talking about it, and that's all of a sudden when the news comes out, and then that's what makes turns on him right in front of him.
Yeah, because it's like, that would be awesome. That would have been awesome. Like, even if you would have had the meetup and had that conversation, even if Black Noir doesn't even talk, it's like Soldier Boy could just be like, bro, like, did you know? And like maybe he's just head nodded, and then Homelander goes, psh.
Yeah,
he's like, I did that for you. You're my dad. Like, I did that for you. That would have been way cooler than the way that it happened. And I'm just like, we were robbed of the meetup between them, which has been leading on the whole show. Another thing that sucks, because everything you said is completely fucking right. I'm just expanding on it. Fucking Butcher. That's a big, like, look, I liked this episode. I did not hate it. I thought this was a good episode. The only thing is, though, is a lot of their past season finales do a really good job at ending the conclusion of what the season is going for, and then also setting up the next season.
Yeah.
The thing with this season is it doesn't solve nothing that we were working towards this whole season, but it does open the door for season 4. Season 4, I'm excited for. Season 4 says there's a lot of big things.
Well, it's because they
that I'm
left the
excited
door as open as they
season
could.
4. Yeah,
honestly,
yeah.
That's literally why I think that's why it went the way it did. Is because I think they just tried to leave the door as open as they could.
I think season 4 is going to be awesome because you have Newman. You have Newman, who's basically going to become either vice. I think she's going to be vice president. She's not going to be president. She's going to be vice president. You have Newman, which is like super powerful, and then also Edgar. Edgar is in the shadows, which that's still his daughter. So I know he's going to come. I just know he's going to come back. He's too good to not bring back. So I know he's going to play a big part in season 4. And then also, now you got Homelander with his son, who you have this evil little Homelander who he's going to raise.
Yeah, that ending with that little crooked smile.
That little smile. Oh my God, bro. But that fight And it's also something to go against with the Thor movie. And you kill Zeus. Zeus should be dead. Maeve should have died. Maeve should have died. Maeve should have died. She should have died.
Hands down.
She should have died. That death would have been so much more impactful. When I saw her on the screen afterwards, I was like, oh no, you should have been dead.
She didn't need a happy ending.
Why are you there, bro? You should be dead.
No, what was that?
You should be dead, man.
It's like The Walking Dead killed a couple of people at good moments, and
That's stupid.
They just don't kill people when they need to anymore.
But it's like, are we being, as us as comic book fans and just super nerds, are we being? See, this is the thing, right? I'm not even sure about bias, but like, I feel like we're not really understanding that they're going off comic books, right? Superheroes,
they're bending
superheroes basically don't die.
Yeah.
Like, they can always come back. And that's the issue with MCU right now, is everybody's like, bro, none of your deaths matter. Loki died 3 fucking times. And guess what? He's still alive.
And
Loki died 3 times.
Yeah, we don't get to hear, see, or smell Iron Man at all. They could have definitely sprinkled him in that Illuminati. That makes perfect sense because that's exactly where he belongs.
That'd be insane.
They could have done that, and then Doctor Strange could have acted just the exact same and not impressed that any of the people in front of him are superheroes.
Yeah.
This fool just goes, "Huh, so you guys are more goons." Could have just done the same shit.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it's interesting because the Maeve thing, I was like, I just think the comic book shit, like, I get it. The comic books are okay with killing people and bringing them back. But I feel like in television, that's not a good look. You need to kill people off. There needs to be some sort of solid, like, you're gone. You know what I'm saying? Maeve, what the fuck are you going to use her for now? She has no powers. Why didn't you just kill her?
there was a point.
She should have died.
There was a point.
It was a heroic thing. It was a heroic thing that she did. She looked at Starlight. She had that moment. And now you just underlined that whole moment by keeping her alive. It was stupid. She should have died.
Definitely.
She should have died.
No, especially because now she doesn't even have powers at all, too.
Doesn't
Because
have
she was the
powers.
one to eat that blast.
Basically, she's going to be gone. I don't see where Maeve comes back unless they give her the V again, like what Kamiko
Yeah.
did. Unless they're like, all right, my powers are gone. Here's some fucking
But she
V.
wants to be gone. She
wants to be gone. She has a
so-
girlfriend. And that's another part that kind of instilled that. I was like, oh, she's with the girl from season 2.
So she's got the
So,
happiest.
she's
she
gonna
literally
go
got
off.
the happiest possible ending that
So
she
I'm
can
like,
get.
why didn't you just fucking kill her off? If you don't plan on using her in the next season, just kill her off. She did a heroic thing. Everybody would have been happy with that death. And it's like, you guys brought her back, and I feel like that underlines what the fuck is going on. I think the big issue with a lot of comic book movies right now is they're scared to kill people off because it's like, what if we want to use them again? But it's like, nah, bro, you got to take that. You got to take that. You got to run with that. And especially with The Boys, I feel like this show is so much more better than every superhero thing on TV and movies. To where I'm like, why the fuck out of all people are you guys scared to make those big moves and to kill somebody off? Like, what the fuck? So I was disappointed in that fact. As far as the fight, another big thing was the Butcher. Whole season, right? Whole season. Let's get Soldier Boy to kill Homelander.
He ends up fighting Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy literally looks at Butcher and says, bro, now you want to fold? Like, bro, like, I'm right here. Now, this is the thing you've been wanting the whole time. Now you want to fold for some fucking brat? He's like, wait, Homelander fuck your wife? And you want to save the little brat? And it's just like, Soldier Boy is cool as fuck. And I know he went into that chamber, and I know he's going to be back. You got to bring him back. He's great.
I know. That's what honestly,
Soldier Boy is
I'm a little
great.
worried that he's not, but yeah, he has to.
Yeah, right. There's, I mean, no, you might be
Especially
right.
because
He
they
might
got
not
him
be back.
exactly where we found him, in a tight, knocked out chamber.
Yeah.
So it's like,
and what's your name's watching after him? I think he was so good, you cannot use him again.
Do you know what they have to do?
He's so good.
Do you know what they have to do to make that comedy for him to come back to life?
What?
They have to make a rat push the button.
Oh my god, bro. That would be hilarious to fucking make him come out. He's like, what the fuck? He's a fucking rat, some endgame shit. That'd be awesome. That'd be so funny if that happened. But goddamn.
my God.
Yeah, The Boys.
That endgame shit.
The Boys, it sets up season 4 really, really well. I'm excited for what happens next season. And overall, I think this was a really fucking good season. I think season 3 was awesome. The finale did not hit. To me, Herogasm was peak.
Exactly.
Herogasm was peak.
That's what I thought. I thought
And
it was
we,
funny.
We talked about that too. We're like, bro, did this episode not feel like a finale to you? You got the A-Train thing. You got the Homelander, Butcher, Soldier Boy fight.
and with that,
Huey fight.
especially with that.
Oh my, Starlight Huey confrontation.
Because at least
you got
all
Starlight,
of them wide open.
yeah,
At least all of them wide open
you got
now.
Starlight doing the Instagram video saying, I'm fucking done, I quit. Homelander's a piece of shit. He's lying to you all. Blah, blah, blah. You got all this shit going on. I'm like, this feels like a season finale. And then what we got was, okay, the big battle that was supposed to happen. Bruh, Butcher, really? Out of all people, Butcher? You're folding, bro?
I also don't get why Butcher's folding and then somehow is still able to hold up to Soldier Boy. Like, I guess maybe it's because he's a poster boy. He's not really a fighter. I guess I should take that back.
What do you mean?
Well, he's more of a poster guy. He's a fighter, but he's not like a fighting kind of fighter. You know, I don't know. I feel like Butcher probably could outfight him. You know what I mean? Street
Butcher could outfight who?
Soldier Boy.
Oh, you're cracked, bro. What do you mean? Super Soldier Boy was the first superhero they had.
Yeah, but he's a poster boy hero where it's like it's kind of fake stuff. Like, yeah, he's
Nah,
strong,
bro.
but can he actually fight? Is what I'm
Nah,
saying.
you're cracked, bro. You're cracked. That was the first superhero they had. Of course he can fight. It was the first suit that they had. Of course. They trained him. Homelander even says, you're my hero. I looked up to you growing up. No, that,
And with that,
I get it.
We say deuces. Thank you for tuning into Gaming Pop Podcast episode.
This
30.
was a wild one.
This is the wildest, most randomest episode.
We've had some like off the walls episodes. This one felt off wild.
This was different.
Y'all got to talk to us, man. Talk to us in the comments. Let us know how you feel. Today we recorded Thor: Love and Thunder
Preview. We got 2
preview.
episodes. Review, not preview.
Review. What else did we record in that
preview.
Thor? I'm sorry. Review. We're tipsy, man. I'm tipsy. Joy's like, you're fucking tipsy, bro.
And this is why we've stopped drinking for 3 days. Y'all, thank you again for tuning in.
3
to
whole
Gaming Pop.
days.
Make sure you leave yourselves a like. Make sure you leave us a comment. Make sure you click on the links below to follow for the other videos and such and such and such.
Yeah.
Charles puts a lot of time into those timestamps. And I
Joy
put
puts a lot of time in the editing.
So, thanks again for the
Yeah.
appreciation. We'll make sure to see y'all soon. Again, episode 30 of Gaming Pop Podcast.
And because we feel like this episode's been all over the place, if you guys like this episode, let us know. Give us some juice. Because right now, we're not even done yet, and it's still we're kind of perfectionists, and right now we're like, I think we went off the walls a little bit.
We did go off the walls.
But
it's a little bad, but it's still a
fuck
little
it.
good.
Gaming
We had a good
Pop.
time. I'm not upset.
These beanbags, bro. It's a
These
beanbags,
the
bro.
bags.
It's a beanbags.
We got too comfy.
All right, guys. Later.
Deuces. And your booty stinks too.